So yesterday was a tough day in the market because it became clear that these Mexico and Canada tariffs were going to go into effect, and there will be retaliation. Already we're hearing retaliation. And the president yesterday also said he was raising the China tariffs another 10%. So you got 20% tariffs on stuff coming in from China, Mexico, and Canada. That started at midnight. So that means, just like the CEO of Target said, the stuff that they're picking up at the port today, they will be handed a bill from customs that says you owe us another 25%. And so immediately that is a cost for business. The Best Buy CEO this morning also saying that its vendors are indicating that they're going to have to pass along those higher costs along the supply chain. Translation, you're going to pay more for computers and smartphones and the stuff that you buy. You can see the market already open lower here because it's real. John, it's on. And trade wars are kind of like a circular firing squad. Once you all start firing at each other with these retaliations and other retaliations, there can be unintended consequences. There can be disrupted supply chains.
Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and safety and much blessings to the Yakim that's pushing this truth out the four corners of the earth. In all truth, sincerity, and diligence. Shalom. Now, as you can see on the clip that you just watched, these tariffs have went in effect. Okay, these tariffs has went in effect. So, we are really about to see, the uproar of people. Okay, because life is finna get really, really, really hard, man. And this is what, we've been prophesying about. This is what we've been saying, because through like what you're seeing right here, this clip, like this is rising up and, and making the kings of the earth, clash with one another. You see, this is going to make the kings of the earth clash with one another. Because it's written in the scriptures, right? And what that is in Revelations, the 16th chapter, it says, basically, which goeth forth, unto the kings of the earth, right? To gather, them to the battle of the great day of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And this is part of it, man. Trading wars, okay? He putting tariffs, the Donald Trump putting tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and even the EU, man. All right, which goes to show you that they're divided. All right, that iron mixed with miry clay, going into Daniel's the 2nd chapter, they're divided. The Egyptians are against the Egyptians, man. You see, but the kings of the earth are being roused up, man. And this is right here. This right here is going to cause, people to lose their minds, man. Like I said, life is finna get really, really tough, man. Gas, housing. Canada said that they're going to cut the electricity off, man. Energy, man. Okay, and food, right? Says 80% of its fertilizer comes from Canada, man. All right? So, like the scripture says, we are coming into some perilous times. Look, this is 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. All right? Perilous times is coming. Like we're here, man. It says it's going to be like basically these tariffs, cause a break in the supply chain, all right, where, even cause, hyperinflation. It's going to be hard to pay for things, man. It's going to be hard to survive, okay? It's written in the Apocrypha. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 6:22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. Right, the full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty. Right, you see on the clip, she said, it's a bill, right, that you got to pay, man. Okay, And a lot of things it's gonna get to the point to where Jake not gonna be spending no money on certain things, man. Jake not gonna be, spending money like that. Okay. Because really and truly, what's happening right now is that they're destroying the middle class. The poor already don't have anything. The rich gonna stay rich, but they're destroying the middle class, okay? This is verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid, right? And we understand in what time we in, man. We understanding, that sound that's going out right now. It's a sound of perilous times, man. That this is the end, man. That this is the end of an eon, okay? At that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those who dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours shall they not run. All right, so it says friends shall fight against one another like enemies, man, because hey, it's gonna be everybody for themselves. Right? Once this thing get real bad, man, because we understand it has to be a collapse. Society has to collapse. All right? They have to destroy the system that's in place right now to bring in the new system. Okay? So what Donald Trump is doing is all part of the plan, man. Here it is. It makes it look like he's laying the hammer down in these countries that's been getting over on America all these years and whatnot. But really and truly, man, he's sinking America in that spiraling drain, man. Okay, you know how like when you take the stop out the sink, okay, and they make that little tornado going down. That's what's going on with America right now. So the storehouses, right? Suddenly shall the storehouses be found empty, And look at this, man, right? And she said, Best Buy, you got to pay more for this, you got to pay more for that. Here's the bill that you got to pay, and who got to eat that? The American people got to eat them taxes, man. Okay. All right. So I went look up this. Let's see if I can find it. About the reduction of costs, in ancient Rome, right? The reduction of spending in ancient Rome. It says the Roman Empire citizens reduced spending on non-essentials in response to high tax and government corruption. Sounds familiar, right? This contribute to the empire's economic decline and eventual fall. See? Now look, check this out. This happened in ancient Rome, right? Taxation. The Romans raised taxes to pay for foreign wars and domestic spending, right? And it's not taxes being raised, or with these tariffs, right? It's not we got war going on, man, right? You see Donald Trump talking to Hamas, like is either you got to let these hostages go or not later, but now, right? It's we seeing these same things here. Currency devaluation. The Romans devalued their currency to hide a tax on their citizens. This made Roman money worthless and discouraged trade. Is not the American dollar worthless? You see? Military spending. The Romans spent so much on their military that they couldn't maintain military readiness. All right? So billions and billions of dollars, millions of dollars is, spent like on this AI, right? I'm going to say that too, spent on AI, right? And the military, okay? Rebellion. Citizens rebelled against the high taxes and corruption, and that's where the uproar of the people going to come from, man. When they can't afford, right? When people can't afford to live, right? There's going to be an uproar of society, man. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra 9, and 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the times diligently in itself. And when thou hast seen parts of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the same very time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of those times from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay? For like as all that has made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Okay? Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Okay, so through these tariffs, people are going to suffer. Insurance is going to be high, grocery bills, anything that you want to buy, man, that like, because it's like she said, it's going to be a trading war, right? And unexpected consequences, come from things like this. What ultimately we know that is going to be, thermonuclear missiles being shot, from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. All right. This is what's brewing. That's brewing that, that end all be all, the battle of Armageddon, man. Okay. So in these times, we're going to need Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshua like no other, bro, because, Jake barely making ends meet right now, man. We ain't finna get no raises. No, you ain't finna get no, increase on the job, man. We ain't getting that. Because if the world is being taxed, he ain't finna get no raises, man. So it's going to be hard to breathe out here. Auto parts to get your vehicle fixed, the cost of everything is going to go up, man. And that is going to cause an uproar to people, right? And they can't live like they normally do, People are maintaining right now, but people are on edge, okay? Don't forget, it's going to be a famine, man. All right, it's going to be a lack of bread, okay? Let's see. This is Second Ezra's. Let's see here. Second Ezra's. For the lack of bread. Dang. So like I thought it was in Second Ezra's, the 16th chapter. That's what I thought. Let's try 15. Right, so this is Second Ezra 15 and 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy his house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's tribulation. When you can't afford to feed your family, you can't afford to do anything, okay? So you're gonna have people that gonna turn into that, what's it, animalistic, if that's a word, animalistic, like behavior, and shit. It's either me or you, and in their mind, it's definitely gonna be you, man. And that's why we're gonna need Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua to fight these battles for us, man, because it's gonna be chaos, right? You already got chaos now, but think about whenever people can't, do what they normally do. Okay? Because this is the fall of Babylon the Great, man. All right. So we seeing these trading wars, right? These trading wars, which in turn, this is going to get worse, right? Because that's what we're expecting, you know? This was prophesied, okay? And then it was this devil. Donald Trump put tariffs on the EU, which causes a division. The beast shall hate the whore. Okay, all the men that were at Confederacy with thee, right? Basically gonna turn their back on America, man. Cause Donald Trump is, like I said, he's throwing his weight around, full of pride, arrogancy. Okay. So, listen. Life is about to get hard. Very, very, very hard. Okay? And if you ain't got no hedge protection, you know, if Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, is not dealing with you, you know, these times will overtake you. Thinking that you're going to creep in some other way, you know, nah, it's only one door, you know? So, hey, man, brace yourself because we here. Shalom.